British retailer Zavvi.com offered an amazing deal on Disney 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays. 10 movies for £50. Yes, 10 movies for £50. That's £5 per disc, whereas normally you'd pay at least 20 or 25 per disc. Wow, I couldn't pass this deal up. However, they only ship to the United Kingdom. Ever since Brexit, etc. Normally in the past I bought a lot of stuff from Zavvi.com, but now it's just UK addresses only. There is a Zavvi.nl, a Dutch Zavvi, but they didn't have the Disney £5 deal. So yeah, I had to resort to Zavvi.com. I found a referral service, British company that lets you send them to their address, and then they forward your package to you, well, to Belgium. In the end, I had to pay an additional £25 for the shipping from the UK to Belgium, but still £75 for 10 Disney movies on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. That's still an amazing steal. So let's see what I got. Package looks like it's been through war. Yeah. I hope the discs are intact. Not too bad, I think. Oh, there's a bent corner. I hit it. Anyway, Zootropolis, yes, or Zootopia in America. For some reason, they changed the title. Great movie, yeah. Really good one. If you haven't seen this one, give it a spin. Up, yeah. Don't think I need to waste too many words on this one. It's a masterpiece. The beginning alone is a short movie worthy of an Oscar. And in fact, it did win an Oscar, the full movie. But this is one of only 3 movies to be nominated for a Best Picture Academy Award. Yeah, great stuff. Incredibles 2. Yeah, I only saw this one once in theaters, but yeah, I loved it. A worthy sequel. Brad Bird can do no wrong. Or can he? Monsters Inc. Ah, well. Remember seeing this one in theaters back when I was 17 years old? Damn, that's a long time ago. Amazing movie. Steve Buscemi, John Goodman, Billy Crystal. I think I regularly quote it to this day. Put that thing back where it came from. Also, help me! Yeah. Just amazing. If you haven't seen Monsters Inc., check it out. Do avoid the Creptacular prequel. That's a bad one. Another up for my buddy Maarten. Ratatouille. Oh, such a... Wow, what a great movie. I loved it. Ah, so good. Yeah. Patton Oswalt. The short Lifted that was included. Yeah. If you think about it, on the surface, a really weird movie. An American movie dealing with a French restaurant where, of course, everyone's speaking English, but with a French accent. A rat trying to become a chef. I mean, on paper, it's like suicide, box office poison, but it made over $600 million. Yeah, great stuff. This was one of the three. I think this was the 4th Blu-ray I ever bought. Yeah, I remember. The first Blu-ray I ever had or got in 2007 was Spider-Man 3, which came for free with my Vaio Sony laptop. Then there was a deal in Fnac Antwerp. Fnac, the French retail chain. They had a deal like 3 Blu-rays for 60, which was at the time an amazing deal because Blu-rays were like 30 or 35 a pop. And I bought Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Cars, and Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty was the first traditionally animated Disney movie on Blu-ray. And then the 5th, yeah, it's the 5th. The 5th movie I ever bought on Blu-ray was Ratatouille. Great stuff. Loved it. Can't wait to show it to my son. Tangled. Oh my god, this is so good. This one's a lot better than Frozen. Frozen is good, don't get me wrong, Frozen is good, but the acclaim and the amount of hype that Frozen got should have gone to Tangled. Just wow. Love Zachary Levy's delivery of Surrounded by Enormous Piles of Money. When I interviewed him last year for the Shazam 2 press junket, I of course asked him to sing that for me. I'll put a link to that video. Tangled. Great soundtrack too. Finding Nemo. For years, this was my favorite Pixar of all time. I loved it. I loved the ending. Love you, Dad. I think this will resonate even more with me now that I am a dad. But in later years, I still love it. I mean, it's still amazing. But now Toy Story 3 is my favorite. Which was sadly nothing. And the Toy Story movies were not included in this deal. Otherwise, of course, I would have picked them up in a heartbeat, in a New York minute. The sequel, Finding Dory, is sadly not as good. Which is a common theme with Pixar sequels, prequels. Only the Toy Story sequels and Incredibles seem to escape that fate so far. Inside Out 2 is coming out this year, and I do hope that's a good one, because Inside Out is also amazing. The Good Dinosaur, this was their first flop, the first financial disappointment. I've never seen it, so I'm actually curious. Is it as bad as people say? Is it underrated? Is it a flawed masterpiece? Is it just bad? We'll see. This is actually the first movie out of this pile that I don't already have. So why am I buying movies again? Because I'm a nerd. And last but not least, the original Incredibles. Yeah, I mean, just amazing. It's 20 years ago. 20 years ago I saw this one in theaters, and it, yeah, just flat out great stuff. It says, universal suitable for all, however there's mild action, violence and peril. And spoken languages are Hindi, Catalan, Portuguese, and of course English and Spanish. There's no Dutch. Is there any Dutch on these discs anywhere for my son? Let's see. Any Dutch at all? So, not on the Incredibles. There's German on The Good Dinosaur. Only on Blu-ray. The 4K discs tend to have less languages, which is weird because there's more space or room. Finding Nemo has... Nope, no Dutch. Japanese, however, on the 4K disc, and even French-Canadian, so not just French, but French-Canadian. Tangled has... Nope, Spanish, English, Italian, Portuguese, Japanese, no Dutch. Ratatouille has... Oh, that's funny. The Blu-ray only has English. Even a PCM track in English. Wow, that's a rare find nowadays. Nope, English. Up has... Oh, that's funny. Up has Dutch on the Blu-ray. So that's... And even Belgian, it says. Belgian is not a language. I'm sure they mean the Belgian dialect of Dutch, or Flemish. It's really funny that it says Belgian. It's not a language, guys. Belgian is not a language. Only on the Blu-ray, not on the 4K. Monsters Inc. Also Belgian and Dutch on the Blu-ray, not on the 4K. So the older movies do get Dutch and or Belgian. Incredibles 2, no Dutch. And last but not least, Zootropolis, no Dutch. So my son will have to do with the Disney Plus stream or my older Blu-rays that do have Dutch subtitles and or audio tracks. Wow! 10 movies for £75. Amazing deal. In a normal world, for £75 you have at most 3 4K movies. So thank you, Zavvi.com. Great deal. This one, I'm a happy Disney nerd.